Hey mamas, it's Kristen Noel, founder of the Intuitive Divorce. And I wanted to just pop on here quickly today. I literally just got out of a podcast interview where the interviewer wanted to talk to me specifically about an article I had written about winning in divorce, and how we define that. So this is going to come as no surprise to you, but the conventional narrative of winning in divorce is an asset grab, hiring a shark of an attorney, a custody tug of war over the kids. But that's not winning. It's really not winning. Now, I'm not diminishing the importance of making prudent choices and decisions in your divorce and protecting yourself and protecting your children and protecting your assets and protecting your future. That's not what I'm talking about here today. What I'm talking about is this opportunity to come alive and this opportunity to not put your life on hold and this opportunity to reclaim the lost pieces and parts of yourself. That is winning. And I know that when you are first facing off with a divorce, it's completely overwhelming. And maybe you're anxiety ridden, and maybe you're all up in the feels, or maybe you're all of it. But when I reach out to mamas and just ask them or remind them that their children will only be this age once, it's the immediate recalibrator. It kind of is like the touchstone where they realize, you know what? I've got to find a better way. I've got to find a better way where I don't show up a frazzled mess, where I can be present with my children, where there can be joy, where we can still have fun, where we can still be alive. That doesn't mean I'm diminishing the realities that life is changing right underneath your feet and you're bumping up against the edge of your comfort zone. All of that is true, but you can win by living, coming alive, healing, just being curious, taking care of yourself, allowing yourself to do things differently. There's so many ways to win, and I'm not going to really go into the entire article. I'll try to link that here so that you can actually read it again or hear the audio version of that podcast if you haven't already. But it also reminded me of this beautiful, beautiful text that I received yesterday. We had just graduated a cohort in our group coaching program. And of course, that is a very emotional moment because we've been on a journey together and a lot of surprising things have come up. I mean, and when you're going through that container and that process of 4 months together, a lot comes up, and there are tears and there are celebrations and there are laughs and there's a lot of healing. And I just wanted to share a text from one of the mamas that I received last night, which I think really recounts what winning is. And in this text, and again, this is a mama who is sending this to me just after we graduated. We had our little graduation ceremony. And she said, "Oh, how I sobbed on my way home today. Just such an overwhelming feeling of gratitude to you and Bill. While my divorce is what led me to you all, this experience has changed everything: motherhood, friendships, family dynamics, my career, and most importantly, bring me home to myself. You are all changing lives in the most beautiful, supportive, and loving way. I'm so glad I was aimlessly scrolling Instagram in the Target parking lot, avoiding coming home that random day after work. Thank you for the most beautiful experience, words of encouragement, and leading me on my most important journey. That most important journey is winning. Coming back to yourself is winning." And again, this mama is actually still in the throes of her divorce and she's bumping up against a lot of difficult things. But at the same time, she has learned so much about herself. She has healed so much of herself that she is dealing with all of that very, very differently than she would have perhaps 6 months ago, or a year ago, or 5 years ago. I share this with you because I want you to know that that is winning. That is true winning, and that is available to you as well. These women in this container who leaned in and said yes are no different than you. The difference is they shut up for themselves. And I just want you to be inspired to find ways to show up for yourself. And we are here at Intuitive Divorce to be the guardrails to help you do that, to really help you ground your nervous system, to help you set boundaries, to help you heal, to help you deal with your feelings, to recalibrate when you need to just receive the support and the nurturing and the honoring that you are so worthy of. So that's how I define winning.